The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Why dost thou sit upon my grave and will dead lips to speak? Why dost thou weep upon my grave and will not let me sleep? My breast it is as cold as clay, my breath is earthly strong, and if you kiss my cold clay lips, your days they won't be long. How oft on yonder grave, sweetheart, where we were wont to walk, the fairest flower that e'er I saw has withered to a stalk. When will we meet again, sweetheart? When will we meet again? When the autumn leaves that fall from trees are green and spring up again. How oft on yonder grave, sweetheart, where we were wont to walk, the fairest flower that e'er I saw has withered to a stalk.
Welcome to the spirit world with your boy, Twitch.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the other side. I am, of course, as you know, your boy Twitch. Tonight, we're going to once again try to speak with the spirit world, see what they have to say. Trying to get see who the spirits are talking to me. I see Richmond again, which is odd. Normally I don't keep seeing the same city. Must be important stuff going on there, huh? And see the same 6 spirits. And I hear, wait a minute, somebody's telling me, I hear them talking about a lawyer Barbie. Getting the name, it's Miss Emma Mead. She's the assistant. Yes, the assistant to getting Henry Daniels? Wait a minute, nope, that's not quite correct. See, this doesn't make sense, because why would the ghosts have some sort of hierarchy? It just seems odd, but I'm getting Anacreon Henry Daniels, and Miss Emma Mead was his assistant, and this group of wraiths met with her to discuss who they were in life. Quite interesting. And I also, getting another name, it's a biblical name, It's Adam, no. Abel, no. Cain, can't be Cain, no. Moses, but that's not all. It's old Moses, and he's cleaning up. Why would you be a janitor in the afterlife? Okay, I'm getting visions and hearing things from spirits that are describing things, and it doesn't make sense to me. But I'm relaying, viewers. I will relay as I hear it, and what I can see that they're sending me these images. But old Moses is some sort of a janitor, and he cleans up around. But this group of Wraiths are reporting for a trial, and yes, they're sitting in judgment. I'm getting told that there was more Anacreons, and they're passing judgment for something they've done that they're not supposed to have done. And I don't know how the dead can do something they're not supposed to. Must be a dead thing, but they're doing something. And why do I see somebody being beaten with a hammer and turned into a coin? And I'm getting a word. It's it's two words. It's almost like the spirit is trying to play charades with me for some reason. It's a blood price was paid. Yes, and they're telling me that the future for this particular trial is not set. And whoa. Cut the break. We got to cut the break here. They hit me hard and cut. Good evening and welcome to McStabber Studios' Wraith Life Derailed. I am the storyteller, Shanky McStabber.
And I am Tam, and I play Isaac Candy.
I'm House, and I play Noah Frost.
You're in, and I play Tark Tiernan.
I'm Ravinia, and I play Margot Quinn.
I'm Relindare, and I play Alexis Langley.
I'm Evie Eternal, and I play Aurora Walker.
And when we last were here with this circle of spirits, they were before the tribunal of the Anacreons to face judgment for their crimes. And they had just been called to the bench. Now, instead of immediately picking up as the Psyches, the shadows have decided they wish to have a conversation. So I actually turn this scene over to the shadows.
Well, right now, we're all on the same page here that we're not really going to fuck with them during this, because if we fuck with them and they fuck up, that fucks us up.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need to help them.
I don't want to be so
a coin.
bad. Fuck it. I don't want to be a coin either, but God, they're so fucking weak.
Okay. Hear me out. You hearing?
I'm hearing. What do you got to say?
If they don't get punished by these people, that leaves them to be only punished by you.
Suppose I can get behind that. I do like torture.
Copacetic? Splendid?
I think
we all good?
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
You over the really quiet one, you've said nothing.
I agree. I just don't. I don't want to get forged. That's scary.
Well, maybe we can help them some.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm already so fucking powerful. I can offer a lot of help.
Give them a little taste, and then they'll be begging for more.
Yeah, because later when we go to do our part of the punishment, they've already got the taste for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to drag him down and make him suffer. But I suppose it makes sense that I want to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
Itzhak only hurts himself.
I hear whispers. Are you whispering? I hear you. I don't catch the words.
And who might we be speaking to?
Well, I don't know if you know my name, You can call me Natalia.
Oh,
Mm.
so nice to meet you, Natalia. Tark.
Now you're speaking to me. I'd heard the whisper.
We were just finishing up here. Don't mean to be rude, but the conversation's just about to end.
Well, if you'd like, I can help.
Oh yeah, help us get these lackwit dipshits off. I think I can accept that.
I can.
What are your terms for help?
Well, you'll have to help me later. I'm not done punishing this one.
Oh, I'm half tempted already to come out and testify for myself. What do you got in
Don't do
mind?
that. Don't do that.
Okay, slow your roll. Slow your roll there.
I know.
Natalia, very, very nice to meet you. I think we've got this handled. But you sound really scary and really powerful.
I could stand to hear a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it in your fucking pants.
I just have one request.
Well, what?
Well, mine is pretty sure of herself and confident, and let her talk all she wants.
Well, I can do that, but let's just say I'm wanting to have fun anyway. Now,
I love fun.
one of you went quiet. Are you not listening to me? I know you hear me. You
Don't worry about it.
I don't want to talk to you.
Well, don't worry. I'm nice. I'm the nice one.
You're kind of doing my thing here.
She's the mean one. She's the crazy one.
I don't trust any of you. You're going to make us all coins.
No. You know why I don't want you to be a coin? Because that's what she wants.
Inflation?
Bitch.
No, she wants you to be coins. I want to deny her that. We'll see if I have to intervene.
Looking forward to the destruction.
Nice to meet you.
I love the new ones. The new ones are so fun.
I'm sure we'll
Right.
be great friends.
Okay, we good here, everyone?
No.
I think we're no.
Okay. We should probably get back to it.
Don't go fucking with them, guys.
Yeah. Ruin all my fun.
And the one you know is Daniel's. It's called the Circle Forward, and you all come forward. Good evening. Now, I know you're aware, unlike the last unfortunate fool, when he says it, he actually eyeballs Jebediah on that, of what the punishments and what your crimes are and why you're here. Now, while I already know some details, for my distinguished co-rulers here, please introduce yourselves. State how you died and what you did in life, please.
I'm Aurora Walker. Died in a train crash that had changed something, and I was a fantasy writer in real life. Or in the Skinlands, I guess.
Noah Frost. I was a journalist. died in when a train crashed in an effort that was made to look like an accident but wasn't.
Hot Lips, what about you? And he's looking at you, Margot, when he says it.
I'm Margot Quinn. I died in a train crash that wasn't supposed to crash when it did. It was very weird. My profession is I was a professional dominatrix while also doing cybersecurity analyst.
I'm Tark Tiernan. I died in a train crash. Same as the others. Actually, the same train crash that brought us all here. In life, I was a robotics engineer, mostly for serving agricultural purposes.
It's Zach Kondanovich, also called Isaac. I was murdered in that same train crash as these people. And I was a bartender on that train.
Alexis Langley. My cause of death was intervention to change the fate of my assassination attempt. That intervention was spurred on by an agent of Project Orpheus. Being on the train and inciting the shadow of a wraith on said train, a renegade by the name of Thomas O'Sullivan.
Everyone here, perception, alertness.
Can I use insightful?
Yep. Detail-oriented counts.
Good.
Target number is going to be 6, but I won't tell you the margin.
Great way to start.
You said 6, correct?
6, yes. 0 on Aurora, 1 on Isaac, 4 on Tark. Interesting. 2 Margot, 4 Alexis. Alexis, Tark, and Noah. When Alexis mentioned Project Orpheus, old Moses' sweeping stopped. Now, very interesting. You say you were on a train crash. Now, that would be an accident, which would put you under my purvey. And then the Union soldier next to him, Jebediah, as you know him, speaks up. No, Isaac said it was murder. That makes them mine. And then Nancy, which is the young one, the one that appeared to be a teenager, she looks over. No, mystery. They don't know how. They know they died from accident. They don't know the details. And Daniels looks over. Now, you see, this is where we have a problem.
Well, forgive me, Anacreon, but you did not let me finish.
Well, my apologies, Alexis. Please continue.
The situation of the derailment of the train went like this. The agent of Project Orpheus was on said train that I was on with these other 5 individuals. I was on said train to deliver some information to a reporter that I could not prosecute. Oh, I forgot to mention what I did for a living. I was an assistant director for the Federal Bureau of Investigations. Had been working a case for a long time on an organization called Pentex. And I needed to get some information to a reporter so that some of their subsidiaries could basically let them be tried in the court of public opinion. Well, this agent incited the wraith of this renegade that was on the train. That shadow drove the wraith to basically possess a human. I noticed because I legitimately saw fire in that human's eyes. You know, in the Skinlands, that doesn't happen. You can say someone's got fire in their eyes, but they're really just pissed off. You don't actually see flames in people's eyes, but I did this occasion. So I noticed the detail. I'm perceptive like that. And tried to follow him, but got distracted by something else. From what I was able to gather, he went to the engine car of the train, stabbed the engineer, and interfered with the controls on the train to ensure that when it hit the next turn in the tracks, it derailed. The purpose of the train itself was to carry a remote, magnetic detonator to set off a bomb in Main Street Station here in Richmond on the Friday before Christmas. Thomas O'Sullivan changed our fate. We bear the lady's mark, and I look over to the Anacreon of Fate and say, and with your permission, Anacreon, Mistress Prudence sends a message.
And Sabrina. Interesting. Interesting.
She says she has gotten to know us and likes us.
Hang on one second. Noah would like to use reading the bones on Moses. We will handle that now because it's a power use and it might influence things. So let's use some powers here. I'm breaking that out already. Got it. Roll in the bones. That would, I'm sure, is fatalism.
It is. Perception and fatalism.
Yep. Reading the bones. There it is. Not rolling the bones. Reading the bones. So you roll two. You spend 2 pathos. You roll perception and fatalism. And then you may ask me one simple question per success. And the target number in this case is going to be, it's on the same side of the shroud. They can't spend willpower unless he's where you're doing it. So it is going to be a difficulty of 6. And for using this, for each success you get to ask me a question regarding the subject future as it stands.
Well, do I get to use insightful?
No, not on this one.
Storyteller, just to make you aware, I did roll charisma persuasion.
Okay.
And I used my specialty of eloquent.
Okay, and how many successes?
That was 9.
Okay.
Four successes.
Okay. You have 4 questions to ask. One simple question, so you get 4 simple questions about its future as it stands.
Will Moses try and interfere with the proceedings?
From what you can see of the threads coming off him, he is passive in this event.
Is his shadow close to taking over?
When it comes time to rest, his shadow walks.
Is he working with anyone on the council?
Ooh. Yes and no.
Does he want us to be... Does he want us to go to the forge? And by him, I mean the chef.
You do not see any future in which he wishes the forge on anyone.
All right.
Okay. And Sabrina closes her eyes and I see the lady's hand on you all.
We bear her mark. All of us.
There was a changing. It
We were
is
meant
not
to die.
what it was to be.
We were meant to die in a bomb, a terrorist attack.
An assassination of grand scale.
You are wrong on one part. More than one of you were a target. The threads are woven. Henry, you know these are mine. Daniels looks over. That's yet to be decided, Sabrina. I've seen the decision. You'll choose.
Noah's going to stand up. We've been marked by Fate's mark.
It's on your back. I see it. I can feel it.
Noah will try and take his shirt off.
Okay. And you can remove it as a spirit.
Yeah, I'll do so.
You're marked. And the one you've been told is named Natalia. Come on. You've got one that can make armor. You're not believing this, are you, Henry? Come on. You know it's bullshit. They could have put that on her. Could have put it on all of them. They got one that can shape. You can shape a mark.
Can you? I don't actually know if you can do that.
Oh, likely story there. You're just full of it. And Sabrina goes, but I would know. I would sense it. Jebediah goes, we've heard your advice, Sabrina. Let the adults handle this, please. And the child's face hardens and goes from a blank child's face to showing an age that doesn't match.
May I put my shirt back on?
And Daniels nods. And Sabrina looks. Do not push me, Jebediah. You do not want me to reveal the threads I see, do you? Daniels goes, we've listened to your advice, Sabrina, and we will take it under advisement as we discuss. And Jebediah actually looks over at Sabrina and goes, the Legion of the Grim does not claim these. And he sets back. And the southern gentleman wearing what you could be described as the pre-Civil War outfit. The Silent Legion does not claim these. And Natalia grins. You're not the Penitent Legion, but it won't matter. This is formality anyway. Just give her to whoever. Let's talk about the crimes. And Nancy, the Legion of Paupers does hold their claim. Daniels looks over, as does the Emerald Legion. So now we are at an impasse.
Marketing time.
Nancy, you got the last batch. I think these should be mine. I sent the Legionnaires to get them. Let's see what they say. You know, you've been accused of breaking fundamental laws. Would you join my legions, the Emerald Legions, where you've been shown we have some sort of mercy? And then Nancy immediately fires, you know, if we were alive, you'd be leading the witnesses, wouldn't you?
She's right.
Don't believe Mr. Daniels, Henry's sorry ass. I can be just as forgiving as he can. Legion
May
of
I say
Paupers.
something?
Of course.
I think having us make this decision is what got us in trouble in the first place. We've been told many times that ignorance is not an excuse, and I think we're accepting of that. But we're also a group that's shown we can learn. So to make this decision and say we would belong would show that we're still ignorant. I think we let fate decide, and whether that be with fate herself or with the decision you all make. I think that is the most prudent decision we can give you.
Daniels actually looks over after that at Sabrina. Sabrina looks at him a minute, and she looks at each of you. You will give them to me, Daniel. Do not thwart the lady's will in this. There is a hand greater than all of ours involved. Give them to me. And Daniels actually leans back. The Emerald Legion does not claim these. And if the Legion of the Paupers know it's good for them, they also will not claim these. And Nancy looks very upset. The Legion of Paupers does not claim these. Fuck that little bitch. Sorry.
You're not the only one who has been influenced. I don't think any of us take offense, at least among those I'm sitting with.
Unfortunately, we have had a bit of a crash course over under a week.
Say that again.
So Daniels, let's carry on, please. And Daniels leans up on their little desk they sit on right at the state capitol bench. So if we've decided your fates, do you understand what you're accused of?
Just to some
Believe so.
extent.
I'd like to hear it.
Yes.
You have violated the strictures of Charon, violated the dictum mortem, which means we do not interact with the quick. We do not interact with the skin lands. We do not interact with the world of the living. You stand accused of causing metal to rot in the presence of multiple quick, who then proceeded to come to Richmond and tell a whole bar the story of how this metal went from mangled and twisted to rusted and collapsing in the span of minutes. How did the accused plead?
I accept the blame for this because it was
So do I.
done for me.
We accept the blame for this.
We all accept the blame for this.
Ignorance is no excuse, but I hope it would reflect on us well that we are willing to accept this.
And
as a
that we
crime for
must
all of us.
learn so that we can be valuable, contributing members in the society.
You are learning quickly.
And also, it only happened once. It's never happened again.
We learn quickly.
So tell me, and my esteemed companions up here, if you were to receive a light punishment, what would you offer the hierarchy of Richmond?
Well, in the Skinlands, it would be something similar to community service. Perhaps something that could benefit the whole of the city. Something menial or something important. But certainly something of value.
Certainly something useful.
We're real good at working together.
We are.
One of the best teams I've ever had.
And I have a question for the council, please.
Speak.
You've heard that someone from this side went into the Skinlands and caused this train to crash. We stood here a moment ago and saw somebody who had murdered someone in the Skinlands pay the price for these actions here. We will find who did this, and we will bring them to you for justice.
Indeed.
And Jebediah actually nods his head. Maybe I should not have renounced the claim for the Legion of the Grim so quickly. There's a bit of that in you, I see. Daniels. So what message would that send, though? Because, you see, we have these laws for a reason. And you violated them. And were it to get out that we allowed ones who broke the dictum mortem to walk away, we might get accused of a few things such as favoritism or, shall we say, not equally holding the law.
Oh, I am certain Anacreon, that there is some task that needs doing in this city that is very unpleasant and would be a suitable punishment.
We do not intend to walk away scot-free. We broke the law, and we recognize that.
We've proven to be ones of our word. We could have abandoned those from the Emerald Legion on our way here, and we didn't.
I don't think anyone here has asked to walk away free. We're asking for the opportunity to balance the scale on someone who murdered 100 people.
72.
I mean, I'm sorry, it's a rounding error, right? But come on.
Of course, we could just not talk about it. We could not say what we're in for, if you understand my meaning.
That is actually fairly smart of you to offer.
Grits and bargains.
Natalia speaks up. Fuck it. Slap them all in chains. And you actually see Mr. Henry Daniels look down at her. You do know, Natalia. It gets old here and you say the same thing. Every damn time. Seems some of my fellow Anacreons aren't exactly creative. Sabrina, what would you have us do? The lady has a plan for them. I don't know. Well, I don't know what it is, but she has a plan. They cannot fulfill that plan at the forge. But I can put them to work. I have an idea I will propose then. Let's call this a commuted sentence. For now, I'll hold off on punishment. And if the rest of us agree, we will hold off on all of it for a while to give you a chance to prove you can walk the line. Consider it a parole of sorts. Show you're useful. Show you can follow the rules. And we will forget your transgression happened. Step out of line. And we'll let Natalia have her way. How does that sound to you all?
I can only speak for myself, but I agree that that is a more than fair offer.
I believe that's fair.
Just understanding the terms of this sentence. Are we all beholden to each other? So if one of us steps out of line, we're all punished?
You do learn quickly, don't you? Yes.
Just
I accept.
one thing. Is somebody going to show us where the line is, or do we have to guess again?
That will be the job of your wonderful Anacreon.
There's not a book. Is there a manual?
We don't have many books over here.
Pamphlet?
No.
A leaflet?
Audiobook?
Back of a napkin.
Audio.
Okay, guys.
Apologies.
You're not helping yourself here. You're making me reconsider.
Apologies.
Sorry, we-
Anacreon.
Tend to use humor as a coping mechanism. No offense is meant.
That will change.
So we're told.
Jebediah, do you agree with this idea? I can go along with it. And as he says it, you see him cut his eyes at Sabrina again. Nancy? The Legion of Paupers will agree. But if they fail to follow the line, we recommend sentence is to be sent to Stygia. Justin? Well. I will agree, Daniels, but we will talk after this council meeting. Daniels just gives him a slight nod. Natalia? Why the fuck ask me? You've already decided. I agree. And Henry Daniels looks down at her. Yes. No. You're muted.
Did anything seem odd about that twist from her?
Yeah, because she literally, after saying it, put her fist to her own mouth and held it there.
Okay.
Daniels looks down. 2 of us this week, huh? 2 of us. Well, while I can't control the outbursts of my fellow council members, it seems like decision has been reached.
Thank you for your mercy in this matter.
This wasn't mercy.
Hedging your bets, then.
It's a test.
You are smart. You are quick.
Indeed, I am.
And it's not just a test for you.
I know.
Be aware. If you fuck up, your Anacreon also bears some of the blame. Because it's on her now to teach you. And Jebediah, when Daniel said that, gets a smug look on his face. You will be released shortly. Sabrina, we'll send someone or come get you.
Alexis just nods her head. And to all of them, thank you, Anacreons.
Don't thank me.
Oh,
I have not done you a favor.
It's only polite.
We will do our best to ensure we earn our place here and our freedom.
And I call this tribunal ended. We will retire. Yes, that includes you, Sabrina. You have to talk as well. We will retire to have our discussions. And we will send someone. I'm sure to get you shortly. Make yourself comfortable and enjoy this wonderful state house. And they get up and proceed to walk out, and you actually see Miss Emma Mead follow behind the Anacreons, behind even Sabrina, as she files out. Yes, Alexis.
Alexis is looking at Moses.
He is still there. He's seems to have swept the same area a bit much, but now he started to move around the room again. Yes, Aurora.
I would like to use foresight to see if we're in any further danger.
Okay. Let's see. Or foreshadow?
Foreshadow, excuse me.
Foreshadow. You roll fatalism plus perception. Now, you could also concentrate for 10 minutes to sense an impending major event, but you haven't started that yet. So if you wish, you could start concentrating. But that really won't help you as much as what you're trying to do. It gives you a day warning of a significant event, which is useful. But you can roll for now perception plus fatalism plus awareness.
Yep. Better.
You add fatalism to your perception awareness roll.
Okay. 2 successes. Got 3,
Okay.
but -1.
Aurora, you feel this uncontrollable urge to say something, which I'm going to send to you. You don't know why. It's right there at the tip of your tongue.
Hot dog.
Everyone hears Aurora yell hot dog as the Anacreons leave the room.
Apologies.
Can't really eat.
Just had to get that out, huh?
No.
Oh.
Is there a table or a desk or something?
Many
right?
tables and desks in here.
Yeah, it's like a
Marco
Senate
is
chamber.
just gonna hop up on one and kick back full scale.
Mask up.
Are you not happy? I don't think that could have gone much better.
Aurora
Sorry, I
will
was just a
cover
little
her
excited
mouth.
there.
I understand, but that wasn't funny.
I didn't mean to. It was just I was excited.
All right.
Could have been a lot worse.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Could have been coins.
I know. Okay, I know. You have an interesting sense of humor in me.
I'm happy.
I am too.
And
I
right now,
Aurora.
there's a hint of danger, but not nearly as bad as it was earlier. You feel a little bit of danger right now.
And after Aurora had yelled out hot dog, I just look over. What got into you?
Well, you heard her talk to herself about it.
Just happy we're not coins.
Yeah, me too.
And Moses
hot
actually
dog indeed.
Moses actually wanders over to you all. Looks like you're gonna be okay.
We will be.
For now.
I'm Moses.
It's good to
And
see you
Moses.
again, Moses. And I think that we'll have a chance at being okay.
I mean, you get to see Sabrina. She's nice. She's real nice.
Good.
Seems like it.
She seemed it, yeah.
But so
You know if there's someplace we're supposed to go or meet her?
they said wait here, and when
Or did they?
when they get done, they'll come talk to you.
I got distracted by the yelling of hot dog. Sorry.
I just wanted to say good job, and I guess we get to be friends.
Yeah,
Alexis?
we do get to see
Looks that
friends.
way. Yeah.
Alexis smiles broadly at him and says, I look forward to being your friend, Moses.
Noah opens his mouth and was about to say the exact same thing until Alexis did. Yeah. Friends indeed.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm glad, and I guess I'll see you around somewhere.
Definitely.
Well,
Looking
you'll
forward
definitely
to
see us, especially since we're going
You
to be
have important work to do.
working around
Well,
here. So.
The room's clean enough. I'm gonna go work on another place.
Okay.
Safe, Moses.
Is that what's really bothering him? I kind of want to see if I can sense maybe a little bit more.
What are you gonna use?
I would like to use perception, empathy, and my truths, if possible.
And your what?
Truths.
Okay, roll.
Noah
Target
goes
number
over to
is going to be 6. We're gonna roll it
Okay.
opposed.
Noah goes over to Alexis and just kind of under his breath says, "Friends like that who fucking needs enemies."
Okay, got more powers to use.
And
What did you get?
3.
3. You beat him. He had a motivation to be here, to check on you and talk to you. And during the conversation, you did notice he kept, his milky eyes kept like focusing back on Alexis again and again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have Margot planning to use the power. Which one is that one?
Impulse.
What's it fall under?
It's inhabit.
Okay, inhabit. Okay.
That's the one that checks motivations.
Intimation.
Information.
Yeah.
Okay, let me pull that. Everyone busting out their powers on poor old
Waiting
Moses.
to finish a scene with Noah.
Yep. But this is the powers that are being used while they're doing it, and then we can finish through
That's
it.
fine. I kind of did in the middle of the dice rolling.
That's all right. That's all right.
Let me see here. Impulse. I'm trying to find where it was on here because I've got them all spread out. I just got to find them. Because, it's kind of hard to find these sometimes. Impulse. There we go. Intimation. You are going to roll. You're going to try to use his immediate desire, huh?
Yeah.
Manipulation plus intimation.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is his willpower. It's going to be 4.
Okay. Do I get to reroll 10s on this?
No, you don't have specialization for it, do you?
Well,
I don't think one would fall with your wit.
manipulation, I have persuasive, but
Because it's wit's intimation, so... Oh, no, wait a minute. A different one. Sorry.
it's
Manipulation?
manipulation.
Go ahead.
It's okay. It's only 2. That's 6 successes.
Okay. He has this uncontrollable desire to go tell Miss Emma Mead something. Now it's back to Noah and Alexis as old Moses walks out of the room and
I wait until he walks out of the room before I say a thing back to Noah. And literally, Alexis is tracking Moses with her eyes as he's leaving. After what Isaac said about what his shadow looks like, it seems familiar. Like the guy that took a dive off a roof and flew away.
He was
I
hiding
know we're-
something. I'm sorry. No.
No, I know we're alone here, but we probably should be careful of what we say.
Indeed.
But we got superhero.
yes, Tart.
Margot said she was going to kick back at one of the tables.
She is on one of the tables, just chilled out right now.
Chilled out how?
She has crossed her legs. She's on top of the table, and she's just kind of leaning back on her hands.
While I'm here in the room, I just want to take a walk around, see if I notice anything unusual.
Okay, mask is up.
Come on, Peaches. You know they're watching. What are you doing? You trying to get all of them turned into coins?
I think the coin talk is over, Bernice.
Oh, I don't think so. And if it happens, it'll be your fault for showing off.
Alexis checking around the room. Moses did not finish his sweeping job.
To roll a perception investigation.
Go ahead.
Should I use detail-oriented or quick searches?
Detail-oriented work.
Okay.
You've got time. You don't know how long they're going to be locked in these offices. But he definitely did not finish.
Did any of you notice how much Moses kept looking at Alexis?
And I noticed he stopped sweeping. I guess when he heard something interesting.
Oh, there's some information that I need to tell y'all whenever we actually figure
Get a
out if
moment
we're
alone.
alone.
What'd you get?
I got 6.
Okay. I'll come back to you in a second. As you see Alexis is poking around the room, I will let you finish your thing, and I'll come right back to you in a second.
Well, I mean, he was hiding something. Something wasn't right.
My hackles were up during that. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Go ahead.
My hackles were up during that trial, but I feel like a lot of that's past now. There's still something. Something's not quite right, but hell, I don't even know if that's just the general feel I'm going to get from this place.
He sure got interested when Project Orpheus was mentioned.
You don't think?
What did he do?
His attention just sharpened.
Interesting.
And he kind of brings Isaac and whoever is closer. I know Marco's on the table right now, but I have don't ask me how, but I have a sense that he, being him or his buddy, was working with someone on the council there.
Any idea who?
You see Alexis kneel down near a table and reach up under it and fight to get something out. And she takes it, looks at it. Well, 1 down, 5 more to go. Puts it in her pocket.
What did you find?
An OBI.
People money. Isaac, I don't. I think there are obvious guesses, but I don't want to let assumptions cloud me to who it might really be.
Can Margot hear this, or is he speaking?
You can all hear it. Alexis can hear it, and Margot. Everyone in the room heard that Noah had said that he was going to tell somebody. Or not going to that.
No.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
That was Margot who knew he was going to tell somebody.
You couldn't hear me at all, Isaac?
I couldn't make out what you said.
Oh, I apologize. I said basically, I said we were 1 down, 5 more to go. I found an OBI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
It's people money.
Yeah.
It's not the sort of thing people just leave laying around.
I'm aware.
Either for us or somebody else.
What? So, was it at one of the councilmen's seats?
No, it was actually not far from where Moses was sweeping at one point.
You think he left it there for us?
Or it was left there for him and he didn't grab it.
Could be. I like Moses, but it's obvious.
Sketch.
So what were y'all saying about him? I was a little
You should be able
distracted
to-
checking things out.
That's fine. I have a sense he's working with someone on the council. Well,
Wouldn't surprise me.
And I will correct myself, by the way, that Margot is the one who knows he's going straight to report with to somebody. Not Noah. My bad.
right.
Almost.
Margot does kind of look over with a smile, and it's like, when we have time.
I got you.
Okay. No
I
worries.
mean, anyone smart enough would know to utilize that resource.
That Natalia, she's vicious. But might be worth getting on her good side if she has one.
Yeah, you can try that. I'm not even going near that. No.
I think we already fucked that up. I'll be honest.
No.
By surviving.
Alexis, I hope I didn't step on your toes there.
Oh, not at all.
I know you were.
Not at all. I told you before we came in here, I was happy for any of you to contribute. I don't have to be center of the show. I don't.
No.
I'm just.
No, I didn't want to undermine anything you were going for.
None of you did. None of you did. So.
Really, I don't think that could have gone much better.
No, it really couldn't have. Jesus.
Well, we'll see.
Right. I mean, like I said, everything is relative to the exact moment we're in.
I consider this a win, Tark, because no, it isn't ideal. It's not even remotely close to ideal. Nothing here is remotely close to ideal. But I will say that it gives us opportunity. That is something we have yet to have.
Oh, I agree with you completely, and it's certainly much better than having us sent summarily to the forge.
Or sent to sweep the streets, or,
Or part of any of the other legions.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
Or sent to go
sweep the
fight
street.
specters constantly.
Sweep the streets wouldn't be so bad, I'm sure. It's just menial.
It's menial,
I mean, I've
but,
worked menial.
there's hopefully far better things we can do with our skills and abilities.
Do it for hundreds of years, you might change your tune.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I still sense something really big with faith. So I don't think we're getting out anywhere near that easy.
I'm with you. I'm with you there.
We'll see
With all their posturing and guff about justice, there's obviously ulterior motives. They don't care about justice, or they'd be more worried about who wrecked that train.
Isaac, it's a bureaucracy.
They care
Their
about
justice is a farce. It's all about commerce and commodities.
Likely, yeah.
The old
Back in-
saying, there's no I in team, but there's a con in economy.
Yes, there is. Every damn time.
Back to feudalism. Bargaining. Harming people to make more. Right? But it's the best we got right now, right? So we just got to stick together. Do whatever they want at this point. They're way more powerful than us. And we'll be all right. And whatever fate's got in store, fucking deal with it.
There's that storyteller I know and love. Everyone likes an underdog story. Little guy overcoming the big, bad, powerful entity.
Yeah.
That's the Aurora I remember.
a hell of an underdog story. Yeah. Fuck. Just one step at a time right now.
So we wait.
So the circle sets and waits. And an amazing roll by Alexis really influenced the outcome of this particular tribunal meeting. And
I had 3 exploding 10s, y'all.
and this is where we're going to break. As a storyteller, I will say, we did not go into this with the outcome of this trial being predetermined, but 9 successes makes everything you say very influential in the outcome of a scene.
Very convincing.
So, good
Bring
job for that.
those dice.
Seriously.
Don't let Lance near those dice.
Don't even say his
late.
name.
No, I've said it. I'm cursing him. So we will be back in 10 minutes and we will find out where the
See you
circle
soon,
goes.
everybody.
See you in 10 minutes.
She lives in murk and shadow, cold as the alleys of stone. She's a blur in the window, a prisoner of the underworld. She watches life from the gloom. Friends she lost and lovers too. That simple life she once knew before the cursed dark consumed. And every clock is broken, and every step is hopeless, living in the gloom. And every day gets longer till no one can remember, lost in the gloom. She sings a song to the moon, the loneliest song you ever knew. A friend she lost, lovers too, of life before she fell to gloom. She watches life from the gloom. Friends she lost and lovers too. And that simple life she once knew before the cursed dark consumed. dark ones. Hush, child, open your eyes. You are not alone. We are your dark ones, holding you close. Come dance with us, dance in the darkness. We've been waiting for you. That world doesn't want you like we do. We see you, for in the night fire shines bright. Come dance with us, dance in the darkness. Oh, how we've been waiting for you. Why fight the night when the night is endless? Why cling to the light when the light always diminishes? Come dance in the dark and you will be fearless. Let the dark kill the love in your heart till your heart is painless. Why fight the night when the night is endless? Why cling to the light when the light always diminishes? Come dance in the dark and you will be fearless. Let the dark kill the love in your heart till your heart is painless.
Welcome back. Before the break, of course, they managed to get out of their lengthy punishment because of some spectacular rolls, which you roll the dice and you play the scene out based on how the dice roll, and that's how that works. We return to the circle of wraiths in the courtroom, or in the Senate Hall, of course, waiting. And in steps, of course, Miss Emma Mead.
Miss Mead?
I'd like to congratulate y'all on your successful pleading.
Thank you.
Now, while you didn't get to become part of the Legion, of the Emerald Legion with Mr. Daniels, him and I have talked, and we'd like to, let's just say, see about possibly employing you for helping us out a bit.
What sort of help does Mr. Daniels need?
Well, for starters, we need a band of renegades investigated a bit over on Church Hill. Now, since you're new, you probably have a better chance of convincing them to share information with you, you see. They're not very likely to speak to me or any of my people.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of information are you trying to get?
Well, initially just
renegades.
trying to figure out what they want.
Okay.
But if it comes to it, we may want you to pass them some information to them in order to win some trust and possibly set them up.
I have one simple question for this, and just because we're new, like you said, and we've already kind of crossed that line a little bit. Don't you have to clear this with the person who claimed us?
Well, I mean, we could, but some situations we would prefer to keep
Under the table?
But it would go a long way towards winning Mr. Daniel's favor. And as you could tell by the meeting, while it is a council of equals, they do allow him to speak the most and seem to follow his ideas because they agree with the renaissance we're trying to do here.
What kind of renaissance are you trying to do here?
Well, we're trying to make Richmond a better place and to better reflect the hierarchy. Now, we're not trying to do what Atlanta's done, and Atlanta's moved more towards abolishing the slavery of the other wraiths. We understand that, unfortunately, as distasteful as it is, the economy of Stygia is built on assets of, shall we say, our fellow wraiths, so we can't really get rid of that.
Sounds like Atlanta at least has the right
So
idea.
this renaissance entails cleaning out renegades
Renegades and heretics and,
that encroach on the city.
well, of course, and generally just making things better.
Sounds like something has the potential to change our fate unfavorably. Should something go wrong in our little tasks you send us on.
Well, because of the nature of the task, of course, I believe the term is plausible deniability and sacrificial assets. If something goes wrong, of course, you would be mostly on your own. Now,
Oh, of course.
I would, of course, you would have the assistance of Meredith.
Who?
And who is Meredith,
Meredith?
and what is her capability?
Well, it's not a her.
Oh, him, it, doesn't matter.
Meredith Babcock. He's you might call him somewhat of a pioneer. He died in the early 1700s, and he was a scout and a pioneer that moved out west into the territories and was a fur trader. And he's a big man, and he's just really good muscle, you might say. He's not very subtle, though. But he would be able to help you out. But besides that, you would mostly be on your own. Now, of course, that would also mean we're not going to try to keep tabs on you about it, and we're going to let you operate your way, but we would expect some results at some point.
And if we deliver results, what is our compensation?
Well, your compensation would be the favor of Mr. Daniels, who, as you can see, has a lot to say on how your sentence ends up. Because though for now, you're safe, but it was a commuted sentence. Which means at any point it could be reinstated.
And I
That's
look
part
over
off,
at
right?
Noah and just lean in and say, and here's where we horse trade.
So it's part offer, part blackmail, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well, just
blackmail.
quit some
Some quid pro quo.
you know?
Blackmail's
Of course.
an ugly word, you see.
I understand.
I prefer to look at it as vested self-interest.
I do love your way with words, Miss Mead.
Motivated offer.
I have to decide.
Oh, you have, as long as you need. Now, if a decision were made now, we might be able to help you out a bit.
Oh, how?
She reaches into the pocket of her dress, pulls out 3 coins that she plops one at a time on the table.
Pretty tempting shit.
That's to ensure you can get some needed supplies if you need them, appropriate clothes if you wish. I know that you're like you are, but most of us don't enjoy being stuck in with just our bodies, even if it is close. Yes, Noah.
Can I make a bullshit roll?
Go ahead.
Can I use perception and investigation with a deductive specialty?
Of course. Target number will be 6.
Can I roll that as well?
Go ahead.
Can I use my first level fatalism power to see how strong fate is around Miss Emma Mead?
Yes, you can.
Beautiful.
Break out all the powers. Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do impulse.
Difficulty 6.
The
Or
difficulty is going to be 6, yes.
Okay, 4 successes.
Manner of her death for the first one.
I rolled 6 successes, but also 2 ones, so 4.
4. For the method of death, this is for Aurora's roll. She was stabbed to death. Puts her, not claimed by, of course, the Legion that she works for right now. It's what she said. She's actually Legion of the Grim originally.
I got 5.
Okay, we'll come back to everybody in a second. See. 3 successes. Yeah, she was stabbed a lot.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
That was a crime of passion.
Her general importance in the overall scheme of things, there is a fate lined before it. It's actually, she's got a lot of paths that lead off her right now. Some of them lead to triumph and power and glory, and some lead to the forges. It's obvious that she's playing a very high stakes game at the moment.
Question for you, storyteller.
Yes.
If I use Mimnosis, do people know it?
Depends on what you're using it to do.
Open book.
Let me check.
Pull out the last hour of her memory.
Oh, that's gonna. Oh, damn. Let me look and see. Open book. Where's my Mimnosis here? There's open book. Gotta look and see what this one does.
I'm debating if I'm
recall
gonna
a subject's event. Okay. You must precisely know what memory to extract the last hour. Okay, that would work. Let's see, I'm looking to see. It does not say whether
It's not a
anyone
resisted
notices.
roll, is it?
No, I'm checking. Hang on. Because this is a weird one. You know, it doesn't say whether they can tell or not. So that means I would give it a chance.
I'm not.
No, wait a minute. No, it doesn't give it to you. It triggers theirs. But you get to experience it and remember it. Okay. Allowing you to experience and remember it for yourself.
Oh, so, okay. So
Hang on.
she'd be aware I did it.
It triggers a subject's recall of a specific event, allowing you, so she would remember her last hour and you would experience it at the same time.
But she would recognize she's doing it.
Yeah, she wouldn't know who did it. But she would know somebody triggered that memory.
Right. Nah, I'm not going to touch that.
Okay.
Not going to
Very
risk it.
useful, actually, if
Yes,
you don't
it
mind.
is.
If you're in a large crowd where nobody will know who did it.
Yeah.
Very fucking useful.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Okay, for your bullshit meter, right?
Yeah. I got 5.
She's not lying about what she says, but you can also tell she's not being 100% truthful either about what she's saying. She's omitting some important parts.
Now, Miss Mead, understand, we may be new, but some of us live some lives where we get to read people real well. And you're hiding something from us.
Well, let's just say that you don't need all the details at the moment. And,
Do these omitted details endanger us?
well, not at the moment. But as they say, it's a need-to-know basis. And when you need to know, you would be told. Now, you can you could always opt not to do this for us, but it will be looked at with a bit of disfavor by Mr. Daniels.
These renegades, are they dangerous?
Well, that's kind of the problem. We're not sure yet. They call themselves the Tombstone Gang.
Have they caused any problems?
Well, not yet, but they just recently appeared. They weren't here there before.
Okay.
And since they weren't here there before,
You noticed what they're doing?
that's the question. We can't. Mr. Babcock is rather noticeable, and anytime we get close to him, they appear to be, on the up and up, but they also don't subscribe to the hierarchy's views. They've made that quite clear.
Why is Mr. Babcock so noticeable?
Well, as I said, he was a 1700s pioneer and scout and a fur tradesman. So he's rather large, and he still likes to wear the furs and his outfit of the time.
Okay.
Does he wear one of those hats with like the raccoon tail?
Well, yes, he actually does, and he does like to have his ermine and mink kind of things. That the pelts. He still has managed to somehow gather pelts on this side, which I believe they came from rugs that he'd that had transitioned, that he just had cut up into something closer.
Or maybe some wealthy women enjoyed their fur coats a lot.
Well, he doesn't wear them as a coat. He likes to either sling them over his shoulder or hang them off his belt. He's a real noticeable type.
Okay, I get you.
Understandable.
Funny, for a scout, he's not very subtle.
That's not the type of scout he was.
Yeah,
He was,
I can tell.
More of a pathfinder.
Okay.
But most of what he did was fur trade.
Will we be able to speak to him?
Well, if you accept the job, I'll make sure he comes and gets in contact with you.
Isaac, do you have thoughts on this?
If you'd like, I can step out the room for a few minutes to give you time to discuss it.
That would be appreciated.
I'm always hospitable.
Oh, Margot's trying.
Yes, Margot.
Before she goes, I wanted to roll impulse.
Okay. Everyone throwing that.
And you're
Let's
still
see.
on the table, right?
Yeah.
But because of the fact that you are dead, you have a lot sharper senses than you ever did in life. So, manipulation, intimation.
He's just in that pose, like paint me like one of your wench girls.
And your target number on this is 6.
Five.
5? Damn. Strongest kind of desires and causes. Strongest desire right now is to build a better Richmond. But because of the additional successes, you get the impression it doesn't the better Richmond does not involve some of the current Anacreons, but you're not sure which ones. And she leaves the room.
Let's go to the back of the room.
That's a good plan.
Now remember, though your hearing is better, you still have trouble hearing through closed doors because it still muffles even on this side. So she did walk through the door to get out of the room, leaving solid wall between you.
I could see, I don't know, I guess the threads of fate on her. They're really high stakes.
Yeah, she's very ambitious.
Some of her past lead to the forges, some of them lead to victory.
She's very, very, very ambitious.
What do you think, Isaac?
Loose.
You'll remember I got a good view of her other self and a good feel for what drives her other self. I don't like this whole thing of we're not supposed to let Sabrina know.
The thing I was mulling about that. Being the Anacreon of fate, I don't think she could give a shit. If we do it, it's fate's plan. If we don't, it's fate's plan.
But my thought goes a little, and maybe I'm just paranoid. Okay, look, let's just say I've had some experience with the court system in the past. Commutation is a lessening of the sentence. That's not what they offered us.
It's a
They
stay.
offered us a deferred adjudication, meaning that we fuck up, they nail our ass to the wall again. But they like to play it off as, oh no, you got off, everything's fine. But hey, wait a minute, we need you to do this for us. And by the way, you can't tell the person you're assigned to, you know? Something just feels wrong there.
You're right, and I don't want to go. I really don't want to go behind Sabrina's back when she just picked us up.
I think she knows.
She might know. She probably does. Fuck, I don't know.
Yes, Alexis.
I would like to roll something. I'm sure Alexis is smart enough to know more about this politicking than Relin is.
Okay. I was checking something else. Has Margot said what she found with Impulse yet?
Not yet, but she was about to.
Okay, so
Okay.
Alexis can roll, and I will take that into advisement for this scene, and I will prompt you through chat if I think
I
you
don't
pick
know what I
anything
need to roll for this.
For this, it's a politics kind of thing. Let's see. It's going to be an intelligence or wits,
Bureaucracy?
technically. Bureaucracy is a good one, actually.
Okay, so intelligence. How about my pragmatism?
I'll let you use that specialty.
Okay. Thank
If
you.
anyone else likes to roll it, they could. For Noah, it would count as a investigation roll if you wanted to roll it. It would make sense that you're used to investigating people and figuring out, based on what was said. But I will keep whatever you roll under advisement for the scene and let you know if anything anyone else says triggers stuff.
With what attribute?
Intelligence, or you can go, in your case, perception, either one. Okay. Because yes, there are times when the characters would know more than the players.
Mhm. So I got 6 for that.
6,
But you go
yeah.
ahead, Margot, because you were going to
And
say
I have
something.
none? Okay.
All right. And I know some things. I was going to wait until things were going to be a little more private, but this is the skinny one. Old Moses was going directly to tell Lawyer Barbie. That's where she was going.
I guess that makes sense.
2.
Move your mic a
Lawyer
little closer, Nikki. I can barely hear you.
2, Lawyer Barbie basically has some plans for Richmond to be better, but without a few of the main characters still being around. Some of the Anacreons, specifically. But don't know which ones, but that's the intention.
Well, hell, we already know about Daniels. I guess it's not surprising then.
Well,
Just saying, if it were any other legion that we were claimed by, I'd be with you, Isaac, 100%. This one's not like the others.
Then why don't they want us to tell her? Why do we have to keep it a secret?
Well, we know Daniels is compromised to some degree.
This
That's
might be an
important.
opportunity to learn more information.
I'm tempted to take the safe road on this. Yeah, getting disfavor is bad, but I don't know.
Alexis, to get where you got in the FBI, I'm sure you had to do some undercover work.
Oh, of course. And
I certainly had to pretend I wasn't who I was when I was investigating for various stories.
Exactly. I mean,
I think this is an opportunity. And we have Anacreon who gives into the whims of fate. And if this is what fate has in store for us, why pull on a different thread?
We already know fate can be.
I'm not sure
Changed.
this is fate. Lawyer Barbie's being very fucking pushy.
She wants it. She wants somebody who's expendable, new, and indebted.
Mm-hmm.
That sets off a lot of warning bells.
We've proved capable, though, too.
So is this the way we do things now? I mean, is this the right way? Is this the Bureau way? Is this the way you have made your career? Is this how you do things now?
If you want to tell, that's fine. I'm not saying not. We're just in a very unique, everything's fucking unique. We're a very unique circumstance with the Anacreon who ended up claiming us.
Understand, Noah, with my experience in the Bureau, I've had to deal with very similar situations as what we're dealing with here with power grabs and everything else going on. And I really think she's exceptionally ambitious. And she is trying to do this power move that's involving the council. And she definitely wants deniable assets. Most definitely. Something she can wash her hands of.
They'll throw us under the bus the first chance they get.
You know what comes with power and ambition? Underestimating us.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you something else. Remember that wraith that died in front of us? Said, beware the trapper. What's a fur trader?
A trapper, right?
I personally say fuck this job. I'll deal with Daniels a different way.
I mean, I agree with you, but still, the 3 coins on the table puts us pretty close to ending our debt.
That's the easy way. Is that the right way?
No, it's not the right way.
Is there a right way anymore?
I don't know at this point. Morality's kind of fucked here.
Gonna sell your souls that easy?
Hell no.
Negotiate for more. 3 coins, that's a starting bid.
I just think she thinks we're dumber than we are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm certain she does.
We can take advantage of that.
If we do this, we're committed.
But I'm good with what the group wants. I'm not going to push one way or the other. It seems like we have 2 who are against. I'm for, but I'm swayable. Mark, what do you think? Yay or nay?
I'm still deciding on that because our initial assignment here, well, I mean, it could be an easy one. It could not be. The temptation to take the money is pretty high, but it's not the right way to do it. I'm going to have to say nay.
Marco?
It's difficult. To be honest, I kind of just want to say fuck Lawyer Barbie altogether. But I also kind of want to wreck her plans.
Fucking hell.
We can't be cocky and overconfident ourselves.
No. I'm just saying, if we could figure out a way.
But we don't necessarily need to do that
first step. I understand.
As under her employ, we can find other ways.
Not keen on.
So, sorry, is that a yes or no, Margot?
like the idea of taking money from her.
Another no. That's really for either way, whatever. Sorry, not to that your opinion doesn't matter, Aurora, but that's 4 against at most 2 of us.
I will say, if it makes it easier, this situation would be an opportune opportunity to basically claim we are all fucking spies for the renegades.
Mm-hmm.
That's my concern.
That the first thing we do as soon as we get free is go run to them.
You know, I'm sure there'll be.
Maybe I'm. Oh, sorry, Tart.
It's okay. I'm sure there'll be other offers in the future. I mean, we do need to show a little loyalty to our Anacreon.
And again, maybe I'm overestimating. Maybe I'm really reading her wrong. I don't think she'd care one way or the other.
She wouldn't.
I want to get our fucking feet planted first before we start playing politics.
Agreed.
I don't want to start fucking people over. Sorry, Margo.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm thinking it over. But what if she didn't even talk to Daniels about this?
Yeah.
That's the fucking truth. What we have no.
What if it's her power play because she wants power?
Exactly. Because that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Noah.
As soon as she said that, Margot says that, I'm going to use Read the Bones again.
Go ahead.
Focus for a minute on Lady Mead, Miss Mead, Lawyer
Okay.
Barbie.
Lawyer Barbie, as she's apparently.
She has been dubbed Lawyer Barbie.
You know, one day I'm going to come up with a name of an NPC that you all don't immediately slander.
That'll
Challenge
never
accepted.
happen.
These fucking schemers are gonna get you killed, Tark. You and I, we don't want to be a fucking coin, do we?
Don't. No,
Exactly.
don't.
We're in this together, whether I like it or whether you like it. You can call on me if you need a little aid, okay? Because right now, I'm real concerned these fucking morons are gonna get us all killed. Killed again. Turn into a fucking brick, dog, whatever.
Well, dog.
Playing at shit they can't think about.
Well,
To main target 6.
Two
coins,
pathos.
bricks are bad. But
Go ahead.
you
Let
like
Tark
bags?
finish.
Nice.
Sorry, Tark. It's real quick so Dan can roll this while you're having your talk. It is target number 6. It's 2 pathos, and it's perception fatalism. And now I'll let
Right.
Shadow finish her.
I know you don't mind dogs, Tark, but I don't want to be a fucking dog.
No, neither do I.
Right now, the only thing that needs to be on our minds is survival and revenge. Got it? Survival and fucking over Pentex.
Oh, got it. No
Got
doubt.
it. I'm glad we can work real well together, Tark.
Good conversation with your shadow there, Tark?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was absorbed in that. I think we're
You're
all
colluding
kind of
with it now?
not colluding, but just agreeing that being a coin isn't the best future.
Of course it's not. We're not going to be coins if we refuse this.
I
There
hope
are
not.
other
Fuck.
ways to skin a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Then are you going to hang it from your belt?
I don't know. It might match my eyes.
So how many successes? 1. What's your question?
Does Lawyer Barbie intend to work with Daniels or betray him.
Trying to think of how to answer that one.
That's the question.
Their fates are intertwined in many ways. But the fall of one will raise the other up.
It's a mutual partnership right now between her and Daniels, but if one happens to go down, that's beneficial to the other one.
So let me guess, it's good for her, and then she can just discard us when it comes up in
Exactly.
the Anacreons?
Exactly.
Fuck no.
I mean, I have a
Looking
feeling
at-
he knows. It's just whoever's going to angle to get the upper hand once we do their dirty work.
Right.
Fuck that.
Alexis is going to grab the OBI on the table and walk to the door.
Okay.
She's going to open the door.
You can't open the door. You can walk through it.
Okay, I'll walk
What's
through
that?
it.
You'll take 1 bashing damage, of course, to incorporate, make yourself incorporeal.
Mhm.
Now, the funniest thing about the OBI is because you're holding them, they become incorporeal with you
Perfect.
to pass through the door.
Perfect. I have 3 OBI in my hand. I look for Lawyer Barbie.
She is on the other side of the door, down the hall, talking with a woman you've heard described, but you've never seen. She's got red hair, wearing a very tight dress. Kind of reminds you of a 1940s singer's dress, very tight, kind of that noir, skin tight. I'd say a lounge, but it's not quite a lounge. And they're huddled together speaking, and when you step through and they notice you, the redheaded woman that you've been told would be Miss Cole leans in and whispers something that you can't hear at this distance, and then proceeds to walk down the hall with a movement that is definitely 100% feminine.
Mm-hmm.
And Emma Mead comes back over. So have y'all decided?
We have. And she hands her the OBI.
Well, that's most unfortunate, but I will relay that to Mr. Daniels.
We do wish you both the best of luck finding the appropriate candidates for that job.
Oh, I'm sure we will. And we still may be in contact with you later if something else comes up that we've decided could use your attention.
Of course.
Sure.
I'm sure you'll know where to find us.
And she takes the coins and then she hands you one back and presses it into the palm. For your time, of course.
Well, thank you. And I go back through the door.
Okay.
Good job. You stood your ground. You did it yourself. I'm proud of you.
She goes in, and of course she's invisible because she had to walk
Well,
through
you're
a
not
door.
invisible,
Well,
but you can see
transparent.
through you.
Sorry, not invisible, transparent. Well, guys, I politely declined and wished them luck on their endeavors. And they said and she told me that they might be in touch later with something else and gave us an OBI for our time. So
You sure
2
that's
down.
not breaking some? Sure, that's not taking the money's not some breaking some sort of rule we're supposed to be aware of.
I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Not supposed to do that.
She was generous because we at least considered it. And so I basically put that in whatever pocket I have in my clothes and say we're 2, 4 more.
2 in one day. Shit. That's not too bad. So I guess now we just wait for Sabrina, and
Or
I don't
whoever
know.
she sends.
do we have a fucking hideout or something? Like a bandit camp?
When Aurora mentions that, Tark, it triggers a memory in your head of your family's house that your family has long said is haunted, which happens to be in Richmond. And also, Isaac triggers a memory, a feeling for you of a certain mausoleum that always gave
guys,
you an odd vibe.
Guys, I think I know a place we might be able to hang out for a bit.
Oh,
It's here in Richmond too.
Are we allowed
Sorry, go ahead.
to leave? They told us to enjoy the
State
the
house.
building. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't say we don't have to leave right now. I'm just saying, if we need a place to stay once we're done here.
Thank you,
I
Tark.
live here too, so it's always an option. Sure, a lot of us have got houses in Richmond.
And a little girl skips into the room. 9 or 10 years old. Wearing her Ghostbusters t-shirt.
Anacreon.
Hello, Anacreon.
You can call me Sabrina. I'm fine with that. We've got you're in quite a little pickle. I have to say it's you caused such an uproar today.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's all right. I kind of enjoy tweaking Jebediah's nose. He's a stuffed up little shit.
You did it masterfully.
He seems to think just because
Yeah.
I'm stuck in this 9-year-old body that I haven't grown. But I'm older than he is. Little shit.
Hell, it must have been a thing growing up here.
In her face, you see it get kind of slack a bit, and her eyes kind of lose focus. It's hard. It's
Sorry.
tough. But the good and the bad come. It is the will of the lady, I guess. We do what we have to do. So now you're mine. Welcome to the Legion, I guess.
Thank you.
Not sure what skills you all have, but we'll talk about that in the future. We'll figure out what exactly you have to do. I don't know if you understand how we operate, but there's not many of us here in Richmond. So what we've got to do is you've got to understand how we operate, and we've got to figure out what to do with you, where to put you. I'm not sure that you're exactly the bureaucratic type, but you work so well together, you might have a spot in the military side of fate. We like to have small, focused teams that work well together too. Handle things that pop up and to help out in the defense of the city. So it's important.
Of course.
I mean, it's not all fighting. Reconnaissance, investigation, surveillance. It's because we're the smallest, but we're also the most flexible. We tend to have a lot more of a skirmish type, you may say, or I think
Specialist teams.
I think the term I heard was special forces.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we can.
We will do whatever it is fated we do.
How's Prudence doing?
She's doing well
Doing good.
for herself.
Yeah, seem good.
An absolute joy to speak with.
Yeah.
Mom always was.
Tough as nails.
Called everyone Beetlehead.
Mom does that She always has.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad she's doing okay.
She's doing well.
Nobody fucking with her. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, no, nobody did. That's part of why she had to leave.
She scared everybody, I bet.
Sometimes it's dangerous to amass too much power
Mm-hmm.
when you are someone who doesn't and isn't supposed to take an active role or have a vote.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mom decided it was time to step down, and I took over.
Well, hopefully we haven't upset too much with the balance of power.
Oh, they're still back there horse trading. I was tired of hearing it. They're arguing about who owes who for this and that, and who owes the other one, and it gets tiring over to hear it all the time. It's not like in the end it matters. Things will happen as they unfold, and but it's good to have some more people. We don't get many of them. You will have to fill me in on what happened, because
I'd be happy to, Sabrina. I have all the details.
I'm glad.
She's smart. She's real smart.
You said something that it worried me. You said Orpheus.
Indeed. I wasn't even familiar of the organization until after I died. Pentex is pervasive.
That's, yeah. We've had some dealings with them, and they've become a problem at times. So I'm glad that you at least know of them, because then I don't have to go through the whole, yes, there is a secret organization, and yes, the living do come over here sometimes. Yes, and we know. And
I will tell you something funny about it, though. The person who initially told us what they were called them Project Oedipus. And I think it fits because they are motherfuckers.
Shakespearean play.
I'm missing something here.
The Oedipus complex from Shakespeare.
Oh, I've never read Shakespeare.
That's okay.
I've read it. I'll tell you all about it.
Mom didn't really keep books, and then she passed, and then I didn't make it too many more years after that. So we didn't get that kind of education. It was
I
a
understand.
different time. But I'm glad that you all are going to be useful and help out.
Absolutely.
I've seen there's a thread here. Something important.
I've been picking up traces of it myself.
So you see the threads too. Anyone else? Oh, good. That's going to be one of the things we're going to have to catalog is what you can do, because it's hard for us to decide what jobs to put you in if we don't know what you're capable of. Now, obviously, I see you have a nice set of armor there that, that's handy.
I have a question, Sabrina.
Well, go ahead.
What happens if we can do things we aren't supposed to be able to do?
You really are a bold one, aren't you? I don't know who told you what you're supposed to be able to do and don't, but if you can do things you're not supposed to, you're not supposed to tell your Anacrown.
Didn't say anybody could. It was just a question.
And don't do it. Don't put it a different way, because there's a lot of people who can do things that they're not supposed to do. Don't get caught.
That's what I figured. I just wanted to get confirmation.
That's my problem with the council, is they're such hypocrites about interacting with the quick, because we do it all the time. If we live in a house too long, the quick call it haunted. And it makes them uneasy and they move.
Kids and animals are prone to seeing us.
Exactly, but by just being in the house, we have changed the Quick. They are now, the house becomes a legend and it's haunted. And yes, the kids see us and the animals see us every once in a while. And even sometimes the Quick, especially those who have mental disorders and some that are especially sensitive, can see through the veil. And then they see us. So
that's the thing about the living, though. They find ways of rationalizing it, making it fit in their world.
They do. But everyone wants to scream, oh, you can't do that. But if we turned everyone to a coin for interacting with the Quick, we wouldn't have anyone left. I mean,
be Scrooge McDuck.
I don't know if you've been told what a fetter is yet. It's an object that, from when you were alive, that is of a lot of importance to you. We don't fare well when they're destroyed. So sometimes we have to protect what's ours. To do that, we have to protect it sometimes from the Quick. And for those that don't have powers for it, there are those who specialize in, shall we say, ensuring important items stay protected.
Is that what fucking happened to me?
What happened?
I found an item that had belonged to me. It was on the other side. Somehow I brought it over and I fell into this darkness and a lot of other bad stuff happened.
I didn't do that to you. You did that to yourself. I just taught you a lesson to better protect you because I really don't want us destroyed.
You've been to the labyrinth already? You had a hair ring.
If you say so.
You saw something from your past or related to your past, and it's normally painful in some way, traumatic.
Extremely.
And the voice, the other half of us was there. It's called a hair ring. It's what I was told. They used to be a teaching method. It was not like it is now, but now it's painful. It changed along with everything else that has gone bad over the years. Too young to have done that. That's
Sabrina. Thank you for telling us these things, but pardon my outburst during the proceedings about putting manual on the back of a napkin, but we really need to know how this place works, and we don't have anyone to talk to about it.
That's part of what we're going to do. Is we're going to assign you a series of mentors, of course, people that can tell you the rules, the strictures, how things work, and generally try to make sure that you have no reason to get called before the council again, because they were quite serious that they will, if they have any reason at all, or even if they're pissed at me, they may draw you back. Because though I can claim you, I don't have a vote in this, and I'm still not sure what game they're playing.
Will we be able to, if it's unlawful, can we defend ourselves?
You've already committed one act. It's going to take a while before they write that off. And that's the problem, is I don't know the game Daniels is playing with this one, because you got off too easy. At the minimum, you should be in chains. And that's not my belief, but I've seen a number of infants come. And, infants, what we call new dead. I've seen a number come in. They normally get off, let's just say, with some servitude. Actually, most of us start off with servitude. And I'm not talking servitude of you're joining the Legion.
Sweep up, hammer people, that kind of thing. I assume.
Yeah, like Miss Mead, she spent good 10 years as little more than a footstool. You look at me like that, Isaac, and I mean it. She was little more than a footstool. The one who owned her rested her feet on her.
Fuck's sake.
There's a lot of people who have strong feelings about... Go ahead.
Fucked up.
Is fucked
Let's not
up.
let that happen to us.
That is so fucked up.
Right?
There's a lot of... I know there's a lot of strong feelings about the slavery that goes on with the hierarchy and the economy built on souls and the dead, but it's held for millennia.
It just
Has
seems
it
so
really,
fucking
though?
wasteful.
It seems like the war is not going in the favor of us.
It's not our fault.
The entire fucking point is to beat Oblivion. And if you're just wasting troops.
Why? You can
People
be
who
a
can help.
footstool for 20, 30 years, and then she wasn't changed into anything. She just, when her mistress came home, she got on all fours and sat on the floor while her mistress propped her feet up.
Oh shit, like a kink thing?
No, I think it was more of a power thing. She owned her. It was her thrall. It was hers to do as she wished.
It was her property.
Right. That's
And
better
then-
than I thought it was, at least. Holy shit.
But I know that the slavery thing is bad, and while I agree, it was the Lady Fate who saw the fate Charon had before him. And when he decreed this is the laws of it, the Lady Fate saw it beforehand. So she had a reason. And a lot of the losing we're doing isn't on our side. It's over there, the other side.
So, has the Lady of Fate or yourself seen the way this whole thing ends?
I don't see the end. Only the Lady Fate may or may not. She's never said.
The threads that could be, but okay.
But
Yeah.
she does what she can to preserve what she can. That she has told us.
Noah's eyeing Alexis like, we didn't agree. Do we tell her now?
She just nods. Subtly.
So did you see what happened to us before you entered?
Strains of fate. They don't give me precognition. It's not like I can see everything. There's a lot of threads and they weave different ways. I see possibilities. Sometimes I don't see that. I just feel you're important, like I do with you. I don't know what you're going to do or what you're here for, but you are important in some way.
You mentioned that those on the council might have ill will towards you and looking for any chance to fuck with us. I think that's starting sooner than we expected.
But we'll have to see. And Alexis basically tries to shut you down with that.
We were approached by Lady Mead offering a job.
No, that's not unusual. She hires a lot of the new people to do odds and ends around, but you say it. Why do I get the feeling that's not exactly? It's maybe not the same as she normally hires people.
It might be better to have this conversation somewhere else.
Well, we can do that. We can, we've got a place I can take you to. It's one of our buildings. It's the one that we use for, I've got to take you there anyway. It's where we process and catalog what you can do and write your names into the roles and that kind of thing. And I'll take you over there if you'd prefer to talk there. But
For the better.
okay, if you don't want to talk here, I mean, we can do that.
It'd be better.
And her face once again returns to that wide-eyed child's face. And come on, follow me. And she skips out of the room. This is where we will end this episode. First of all, thank you all the players and the guests and the viewer, or players and the viewers. Viewer XP this week goes to Mr. Isaac Candy.
Woohoo!
There was
you.
an overwhelming amount of support for his amazing shadow
check.
work.
Oh, yeah.
To the viewers, go on our Discord. Vote on who gets the viewer XP. Go to the Necropolis. That's the channel we do this in. Vote. We will tally the votes tomorrow at 7 p.m. So Eastern. So go in there, vote on who you think should deserve viewer XP. It can be for any reason. Literally any reason. Just not me, because the players have all said you're not allowed to level up storyteller.
Oh no, he's mean enough as it
Please no.
is.
And based on how this, what this circle's seeing about old Moses, it might not be the best of ideas to level up old Moses.
Oh
either.
no.
So we're going to start off with, of course, everybody gets 1 XP for playing in this game, and 1 more for role play. So everybody gets 2. Now we go around to learning. Who's going to tell us what they learned this week? Tart goes first.
I think the what's their names? Other shadows can listen in to our shadow party.
Natalia.
And just Natalia. Because that was kind of like, wait, who's that?
Now, she didn't hear what you were saying. She just knew you were saying something.
Right, yeah. That other shadows are aware when we're trying to talk.
And that's actually a very important thing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Noah?
I think we learned, I think first and foremost, we learned that Moses was putting on an act. We also learned that, while we knew it, that meeting really kind of was the best we've worked together as a team.
Yeah, it really did show, not just working as a team, but you stick up for each other, because once again, you all took the blame.
Right.
So, Isaac.
Justice is just lip service. It's all the ulterior motives that are actually there, but they sure try to disguise it as something good.
The root court.
Daniels did lay that on thick, didn't he? That he was doing you a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Margot.
That being able to see people's desires is actually really fucking helpful.
That is very helpful.
It's more, I can see, Margot can see the extreme use of
But also
this.
remember, other wraiths can do it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alexis?
The corruption runs deep. Very deep. And got to be careful where we talk, because walls have ears.
I know it's World of Darkness, and in the World of Darkness, there's always a lot of corruption. But it's obvious from this little scenes we went through today that Richmond, for it going to be a Renaissance place.
It's a fucking power grab.
Yeah, there's a lot of corruption.
Mm-hmm.
Aurora, what did you learn?
This Renaissance is going to eat a lot of people in this city alive.
That's legit.
You know, we can't necessarily trust people in power. Hell, we can't even necessarily trust pretty much anyone. Maybe our Anacreon. Maybe.
But do you trust her? Or do you trust her only to do
Fate's will?
What she thinks is dictated by fate.
That's what I think we trust her as right now. We don't trust her as a friend. We trust her to do what fate is decreeing.
Mm-hmm. Because even she put it, while she doesn't agree with the slavery and the owning of each other as property that goes on in the Wraith world, which is a very horrible society to live in, she accepts it because Lady Fate picked Charon and Charon enacted it. And to her, that's enough. So you see where her morals lie. This week, let's go with Alexis to vote first on the player vote.
And I'm muted. I'm sitting here talking and I'm muted. I'm going to give it to Margot this week. Nailing that damn that motivation on her. That was fucking clutch. That was awesome. That was awesome.
That's a good one. So Margot, you're next.
Oh, I think I'm gonna go for Aurora again. The hot dog moment was
good.
I know the shadow is really what pushed that, but the way you enacted it
was very good.
Sorry.
So Isaac with his name spelled correctly this week.
Hot dog.
I'm going to give it to Aurora. That's funny. Noah.
If everyone else is, I kind of got it too.
So you're going Aurora, huh? Tark?
I'm going to give it to Aurora, too.
Okay. And now we have Aurora's turn.
Alexis, that fucking 9 completely changed this dynamic. Oh my God.
All I do is win.
That was the dice. That was just the dice.
I will give one to Aurora. Margot, your use of impulse was amazing. You'll get one. And I will give one to Alexis too, because holy fuck, you derailed my entire plan for that particular scene.
What can I say?
Speaking as storyteller,
you're welcome.
None of these scenes were pre-planned for the end result. This was all, it was all possibilities, much like the Web of Fate. And there are times when the characters will know more than the players do. And there's also a time when the characters might be better at negotiating and persuading. And this is where, as a storyteller, you roll the dice. And then you play the scene out. You don't just take the dice by what they say. You play the scene out using the dice as the guideline for how the scene plays out. And in her case, with 9 successes, the council averaged, I think it was 5 across the council. They lost. So every word she said had a lot of weight. She still could have failed. She would have had to really screw up with 9 successes. So that was amazing. So Margot, the ladies all get XP this time. So viewers, go ahead, do your viewer vote. If you like what we're doing here and you want to give us a follow here on YouTube or on Twitch, go ahead. You want to give us a subscribe on YouTube, go do that too. If you have Amazon Prime, you can give us a subscription for free every month here right here on Twitch. Remember, bits and donations go to the players, not to the studio. The studio gets the subs, bits donation goes to the players. So you want to hook the players up, go ahead and do that. If you want to check out some other great content, we've got a friends list over here. Check that shit out. There's some amazing people on that list. Sylvanov, RPG Table, Macabre, Derek. These are all great streams. Circa de Panda. I can never pronounce it correctly. But she streams a lot more during the day, and she's also in both Stuffed and Haunted Chronicles, which Verlin will get to in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Ravnos Archon, who's got a new game coming up. He said Legends of the Five Rings, I think. He's on our friends list over here. So check out our friends and join us on this Discord. Vote for the viewer votes. And also, we have a great community. Come hang out.
Yeah.
Today, the community was, at the day this was recorded, I got onto the Discord this morning to it becoming Shanky Meme Day, apparently. And everyone was, once again, second day in a row of a bunch of Shanky memes. So this is the kind of crew we have, and we love it.
Now, coming up this week, we have, after this airs on Saturday, we have Ishfel at 3 p.m. Eastern. Then we have Monday night is Stuffed over on Onyx Path's Twitch channel, run by Tam Shu. And it's a great Hunter 2E game. Very good. Very, very, very good. There's teddy bears.
I'm still waiting for the killer giraffe.
I mean, you know.
Coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. I can feel it.
And then on Tuesday, we have Haunted Chronicles at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then Wednesday is our next episode of Wraith at 8 p.m. Eastern.
And at the time this is going to air, because for those who don't understand, we pre-recorded our Wraith games so that everyone in the cast is here to hang out, answer questions. And because of the nature of the game, there may be times where we have to stop our recording because of how emotionally dark this game is. At the time this airs, we are actually Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. There will be a Windy City intermission.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yes.
Which will be it'll be a pre-episode for season 2 of Windy City After Dark, our Vampire the Masquerade game. And the intermissions are a series of stories about what happened between seasons.
Mm-hmm. For our Vampire V5 game set in Chicago, it's Windy City After Dark. We did some vignette content for you that we are going to stream as an episode-length stream on Valentine's Day. Yep. For you to enjoy, to get some information about what happened after the big shindig that went down at the end of season 1. So,
and because it's an intermission, is what I'm calling it. It's not required. You don't have to see it to understand season 2, but it fills in some blanks between seasons.
And it's really good. You'll want to see it.
There are some amazing scenes in it. So I thank you all for coming. And I'm going to say this now in the immortal words of Chops. Mental health is no joke. If you need to check in on your friends, check in on your family, check in on loved ones, check in even on people you don't like much. Make sure they're okay, especially now. And if you are somebody who suffers from mental health issues, do not be afraid to reach out to someone and talk to them and to reach out and get help, because none of us can bear this alone in life. None of us can handle everything without the help of others. And there's nothing wrong with reaching out to people and seeking help when you need it. You need to take care of yourself that way, and you need to rely on each other to do it. So from McStabber Studios, I thank you all for coming.
Thank you all so much.
And we'll see you next week.